Hello, people from Vendor Station. So, bad news, good news. Good news, in my opinion. Bad news for a lot of people. Granit Xhaka looks like he's staying at Arsenal. Looks like Mikel Arteta told him that he's going to have a very important role with him in charge. And Granit Xhaka probably thinks that. I mean, of course, Arsenal is a big. All respect to Hertha Berlin, but Arsenal is a way bigger club than Hertha Berlin, and Granit Xhaka is doing good at the moment. As I said, people, when he plays with Torreira, it just looks like another player. It just works. It just works. It's about the system. It's not about who is the better player. I would even say Guendouzi is a better player than Xhaka, but who works the best? Xhaka works best with Torreira. And yes, people, I think he plays great with Torreira. I would keep him, to be honest. If we sold Xhaka, I don't know who we will buy, because I already said my two options. It would be Ducore or Bruno Guimarães, who play in Brazil, and I think that they're really really good players. I think Bruno Guimarães can become a world class player. He's already 22, and Ducore, I think he would be a very good player as well. If Shaka leaves, I think Ducore would be the best option. Or Bruno Guimarães, has already said, my two options. I don't think Rabio thinks he's like the he thinks he's like a world class player or something. Like, let's be honest, we don't like Tottenham. We all hate Tottenham, but they reached the finals of the Champions League last season, and Rabiot said he was too good to be on that team. Like, what do you mean, man? Like, and they bought Dombele, who's a way better player than Rabiot, way better player than Rabiot. And when Rabiot didn't get called up for the World Cup in 2018, he said he didn't want to be in the list of the players who I forgot how you call that, but if a player gets injured, then your team has the right to go and call one of the players like on hold to go to the World Cup. And Rabiot was on this list on hold, but he said, no, I don't want to be here. I either go or I don't go. So he's like, you gotta be humble, people. It's something he's not. Like, what has he won? What has he won? What has he won apart from the French league or something? What has he won? I mean, he's going to win probably the Italian league, the Serie A, but is he even playing? He's not even playing, and it's true, because he's not better than the midfielder Juventus got, people. He's not better than Pjanic. He's not better than Matuidi. Let's be honest here. He's not. He's not even close to Pjanic, and those are just facts. Those are just facts. He thinks he's everything. He's not. And people, I think the Corey will be a good option, but Shaka staying, in my opinion, we can sell him in the summer, not in January. I think it's too risky, people. It's too risky. I would still buy a midfielder in this transfer window. I would buy actually a Ducore, because he can play as a DM, he can play as a CM, as a central midfielder. He can do the Torreira role and the Xhaka role. I think he's really good, and because people, like, we have all these players, but if one gets injured, then we are really screwed, people. We have to put like Guendouzi. Don't get me wrong, I love Guendouzi. I think he's going to become a top player. But Guendouzi and Torreira, or Guendouzi Xhaka, that's not a compact midfield. As I already said, Guendouzi defensively he's too young. He still has to learn his game, and I think he has to play more and more and more. I wouldn't loan him. I wouldn't loan him or something. I think he's a very important player, but I would get a midfielder just to, if somebody gets injured, we are really screwed, people. I would also get a center back, of course, Upamecano. That's all we get. That's how who I will go for. And yeah, I just hope this happens, people. Xhaka staying. I don't think he's worth 25 million. I think he's worth way more than that, in my opinion. I think Xhaka is worth 35, 45 million. That's what I think he's worth. I don't think he's 21, 25 million. He's way more than that, people. I know a lot of people have an agenda against him, but I think he's worth way more than that. Last season, don't forget. Last season when we played Manchester United, we won all the good games we had good last season. It was the midfield it was a partnership in the midfield between Xhaka and Torreira. Remember, Manchester United last season, where we won 2-0 at the Emirates. Who played midfield? Xhaka, Torreira. Who played against Tottenham in the two games away and home last season? Xhaka and Torreira. Who played against Liverpool at the Emirates? Xhaka and Torreira, where we drew 1-1. Xhaka and Torreira. Who played Napoli both games and bossed the midfield? Xhaka and Torreira, both games. Even at the São Paulo in Italy, and even in the even at the Emirates, people. So like, who beat Chelsea at the Emirates last season? Xhaka and Torreira. And yes, people, it's just I think Xhaka is really. I think he's criticized a lot. I really like him. I think I don't think he's great, but I think he's a very good player. People, I don't think he's like a top in the Premier League, but I think he's a very good player. Um, yes, people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.